What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Rumble, Parler, BitChute, or Odyssey, I'm really thankful to have your viewership, and I hope today will be the day you click that subscribe button right below the video so you can more easily find my videos. I'm pushing hard to try and reach 1 million by the end of the year. It's a long shot, but with your help, I can do it. I cover a lot of things here: video games, pop culture, music, entertainment, technology, tech censorship, YouTube, and so much. I guarantee there's at least 1 to 2 videos a day that I do that will interest you. Now, the console shortage for the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation and PlayStation Digital version appear to be real, and people that wanted to make that jump into the next generation console got some bad news this morning. Now, I will say, right now, what do we have? Demon's Souls, Miles Morales, Assassin's Creed. Many of the games that you can play on next gen, you can still play on your PlayStation 4 or your Xbox One X. God, I hate their naming, nomenclature. So please, 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 please think twice before feeding scalpers. There's actually what appears to be some help on the way, including some legal help. Let's look at the ongoing prices right now. The PlayStation 5 disc version is selling for about $1,100 right now, and the retail price for that is $500. Digital console still at $1,100. They're both, I don't know why they think they can get the same. Some prices are obviously much higher. Here's one for $1,250. Here's one for $950 with $50 shipping. These are disc versions, so people want to get them. It appears that there are more coming into the market, though. I've seen these prices go down from $1,500 down to now, if you cherry pick, you can find them for under $1,000. However, still, I suggest waiting. You'll feel terrible the first time you walk into that video game store and there's a console sitting on the shelf for full retail or even for reduced retail. Remember, there'll probably be a PlayStation 5 series, whatever, premium edition like they did with the PlayStation 4 and other things that will drive the price of this console down. If we look at the Xbox Series X, for buy it now prices, you see as much as $1,400. Here's $1,100. Here's $950 or best offer. It seems like the Xbox Series X is a little cheaper. Both are at least close to double their original MSRP. Now, new Xbox and PlayStation 5 are going for more than $1,000 on eBay amid shortages. I don't even know why they're running. Why are they running commercials? I saw all these commercials over the weekend for the PlayStation 5. Nobody can even buy them. Why would you be wasting that money right now? There's one group that's even happier about the release of the new Xbox Series X and PlayStation console than gamers, Scalpers. The $500 consoles are routinely pulling double their MSRP on eBay as sky-high demand has led customers to open their wallets for hard-to-find gaming systems. The PlayStation 5 listings on the auction website ending on Monday morning all surpassed $950, with one closing at $1,275 plus $10 shipping. The Xbox Series X, meanwhile, is more commonly found in the $800 range, but on occasion has eager bidders topping $1,000. A number of Xbox listings show sellers trying to squeeze $8,000 or more out of bidders, with one $10,000 listing saying that 90% of proceeds will fund 3 children's higher education, while the other 10% will go to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. One particularly ambitious scalper listed his PlayStation 5 for a staggering $28,000, albeit with free shipping. The lister asked for series buyers only and said that the item will not ship until payment clears. Also specifies that the seller does not offer refunds. While buyers appear happy to pay up for the systems, which promise lightning-fast loading speeds and cutting-edge graphics, some are trying to combat scalpers in the site's comment section. I wouldn't pay more than $25 over retail, one user posted in the review section for the console. Hold on until you can buy it at retail price if you can. Be patient and don't let these guys run the world. Look, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X arrive as video games are more popular than ever, thanks to lockdowns after months of buyers being unable to get their hands on pre-orders due to glitch-ridden rollout from both Sony and Microsoft. I was a part of the pre-order bonanza for both consoles, trying to get them, and I was able to get an Xbox Series X, and I was able to convince a scalper friend of mine to perhaps consider giving me a fair deal on the PlayStation 5. I offered him $50 over retail. We'll see if he takes it. I don't know why he would if people are paying $500 or more over retail, but that's neither here nor there. People are actually talking about could the law help end these type of things? PlayStation 5 scalping is frustrating millions. Could the law end scalping? Me, sweet boy, Sony just announced the PlayStation 5. $499 seems a little expensive, but I'm in. Can't wait to get my pre-order. Sony, no. Me, what do you mean no? Sony, sold out, but don't worry. We get another tranche ready to go. Me, awesome. Any idea what? Sony, gone. They're gone. Sold out. Me, but you didn't even, how was I supposed to know? Sony, doesn't matter. They're gone. That's about how it went. November, me, launch day. I'll go to Best Buy for the midnight release. Sony, nope, that's not going to happen. We're in lockdowns, no in-store sales on launch day. Best Buy, yeah, that's a negative. Me, I'm going to eBay. eBay, do you have any PS5s? eBay, PS5, you say? I've got the PS5. Only it's just the box. And it's for the controller, not the console. And it's $23. Me, no, eBay, I want the console. eBay, we have plenty, but it'll cost you $1,000. That must be illegal. I'm a lawyer. I should know whether or not it's illegal. I'm going to look into this. Google, is scalping legal? Google, no. A few states regulate ticket scalping, but there aren't any laws against reselling retail products at higher prices. A few months ago, people were selling toilet paper and hand sanitizer for hundreds of dollars. If the law didn't stop people from scalping health supplies and TP, it's not going to stop people now. The best you can do is hope that these reselling monsters get karma comeuppance, like the guy who got stuck with 17,000 bottles of hand sanitizer that he wasn't allowed to sell. Some states, like California, prohibit price hikes during a state of emergency, but even the most dramatic of us can't claim that a PlayStation 5 shortage qualifies as an emergency. And those laws only prohibit sellers from increasing their own prices. This doesn't prevent a seller from choosing a high starting price. Me, so what do? Google, I don't know. You're the lawyer. There are legal options. It would be easy to say that the PlayStation 5 scalping is bad, but it's a little more challenging to create a principle rule to stop the practice. There's nothing wrong with buying a product and reselling it at a higher price for profit. In fact, that happens with virtually every consumer product. After all, the prospect of resale profits is what creates the market in the first place. Likewise, there's nothing wrong with the reseller making a lot of profit on a sale. One of the best quantities of the free market system is that each consumer gets to decide if a product is worth the asking price. The problem here, then, it isn't just high prices after all. No one would object if an eBay seller attempted to sell a PlayStation 4 for $20K. Instead, the problem is, one, high prices coupled with two, limited supply, which appears to be an arbitrary selection process for who gets console and who doesn't. If the PlayStation 5s were made to order, then scalping wouldn't be possible, since they would be available to everyone for $500. Likewise, if pre-orders proceeded in a more orderly fashion with widely publicized sale date and fair electronic waiting rooms, then one could argue that scalpers fairly earned their consoles. But by participating in a fair pre-order process, in light of these challenges, its better approach might be for the law to tackle arbitrary selection process aspect of scalping. Such a law might help require retailers to make limited quantity items available on a first-come, first-served basis. This kind of law could also provide retailers with an incentive to beef up their infrastructure to avoid server crashes, like what happened last week when Walmart's website crashed within seconds of the PlayStation 5 release. I mean, exactly. Ultimately, we don't need to rely on lawmakers to avoid scalpers. The easiest way to prevent scalping would be to pressure Sony and major retailers to provide better managed release process. While some scalping may be unavoidable, you can at least bet that Sony is not happy that the PlayStation 5 release has been fairly characterized as a disaster and will aim to have a better rollout for its next release. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to happen. This article, breaking just a few minutes ago, Microsoft says Xbox Series X and S could be hard to get until April 2021. Supply shortages will exist into next year. Microsoft's next-gen consoles, Xbox Series X and S, started arriving November 10th, And if you didn't secure a pre-order back in September, you're probably not having much luck getting a hold of a high-in-demand console. Last week, Xbox CFO Tim Stewart said supply shortages will likely continue through the holiday season, according to a Monday report from Video Game Chronicle. Getting either console or both could be difficult until the second calendar quarter of 2021, which starts in April. CNET has reached out to Microsoft for additional information, and we'll update when we hear back. Well, that isn't good news to hear. I know it sucks because $500 is already a ton of money for a console. Even if you're willing to pay $100 or $200 more, you could make a business case for paying $200 more. Watch how easy it is. I don't have to take off work, which would cost me $100 or $150 or whatever it is. What's my time worth? You know, going through all these pre-orders and blah, blah, blah. But the fact that they're selling for thousands is so frustrating. Why release it in November if you didn't have anywhere near adequate capacity or quantities? Why not wait till December, January, February and release it when a huge swath of the population might actually be able to get it? Instead, we're all beta testers, and the only people getting them are people that are using bots, which continue to crash websites. People like Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop should be ashamed of themselves for continuing to allow bots to crash their infrastructure and scoop up these boxes for secondary market. I mean, why doesn't Walmart just charge $1,000? I mean, right? Why not? Well, I would if I could, if it wasn't illegal. Why not? You want ours? They're $1,000 from Walmart.com. Then you wouldn't have all these scalpers coming in, right? The idea that they're going to be now worldwide shipments have started of the PlayStation this week sometime. We haven't seen them come back and say what are shortages, when they're expected to end. But April is really heartbreaking to see for people that really want to get their hands on an Xbox. Remember that most of the console exclusives are still a long way out. So be strong, my gamer friends. Or if you're going to scalp one, do it under a fake name and don't tell anyone about it. Just say you were lucky and it fell off the back of a truck. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.